Everybody's trying to sell AI to online businesses, but in reality, you should be selling AI to local businesses. In this video, I'm going to cover why it's so lucrative to sell AI to local contractors and local businesses, and why I chose to take that route as well. First off, we need to think what local businesses are like. Right now, local businesses, most of them have no marketing or any systems in place. I know because I used to run an agency. I still run the agency, but my team manages all of the fulfillment. But we work with hardscapers, pool builders, landscapers, contractors, and we basically run Facebook ads for them. And a lot of these local businesses and local contractors, they make 100K off a pool, right? With profit margins being like 30, 40%. So they're making 30K or 40K off a pool. And that's just a basic pool. If they have a luxury pool, it'll be 500K pool, and they're making around 100K for that. So whenever I go into their backend, a lot of them, they don't have any CRMs, they don't have any automations, they don't have any appointment setters, they don't have any lead nurture sequences that can be powered with AI. Everything's kind of done manually, and they do it as will. With AI, the main thing is it can automate a lot of human tasks. So let's say you're sick one day and you don't want to call up your leads. With AI, you could call up the leads, right? Or you forget to send a lead nurture text message to a lead. AI can accomplish all of that. And for the most part, they're not very good with technology. A lot of contractors actually don't have a website set up, they don't have a Facebook page, they don't know any automations in terms of like Zapier, Make. So everything's done manually. And even with a CRM, they're keeping all of the leads that they're currently reaching out to on a notepad. And I had contractors in the past, they told me that they lost the notepad, so they don't even know where the leads went. And the last two things is there's a lot of them. If I go over to ChatGPT, I basically just ask how many contractors are there across all niches. So even construction firms alone, there's 919,000. And then that's not even including like HVAC. So let's take an example niche like HVAC. So this is air conditioning, furnaces, heating, and there's around 118,000, and it's making a 2.5% increase and 2.5% growth every single year, right? Just targeting one niche, there's 118,000 people we could reach out to. That's not even including all the other niches like solar, roofing, pest control, water softener, home theater, kitchen remodel, bathroom remodel, tiling, flooring, anything they could think of. And they're making a lot of money, but all of their systems are very outdated, and we could replace most of it with AI. The last point is there's a lot of money. With a HVAC install, it could be a basic system and it would be like 20K. And with the profit margins, they're making around 30 to 50% of that. So they're making like 10K per job. So there's a lot of money. It's just a matter of how do we get in front of those contractors that have the money and are willing to scale up their business with AI. So now to give you a little bit more context of what the traditional solutions has been in terms of how contractors and local businesses are currently scaling. One thing is they're targeting these very expensive marketing agencies. I run an agency myself where we're charging 1 to 2K to 3K per month just to run some Facebook ads. And the reason why we currently have to do this and why the current agency model is very broken is because right now, as an agency, you have to pay your employees to go solve a single task. With AI and AI agents, a lot of it can be automated directly, and AI can automatically modify campaigns. They could set up AI SEO, which is essentially what our tool does, where if a human were to write all the articles, press publish, create a new page for every single article, it's going to take them probably 30 minutes per article. When in reality, our AI just does it automatically 2 to 4 pages per day on autopilot. Once you set it up, you don't have to worry about it ever again. So that's how we're able to cut costs very low. And for a business owner, it's very easy to sell because you're not a traditional market agency where you're going to charge them 2K per month. You obviously can just have a systemized process and you could upsell them, even though if you use our tool. But in reality, it's not going to cost you any money to actually use the tool, set them up, and everything's on autopilot. Next thing is right now, a lot of contractors I talk to, they're currently doing flyers, they're doing door to door, they're doing yard signs, which is not a very scalable way to actually grow their contracting business or local business. One thing we position ourselves is essentially right now, being online is your billboard. So imagine we could show the same flyer, which is your website, to 10,000, 100,000 homeowners in your area. Would that make sense if we were to implement the solution? And a lot of contractors will say yes, because they don't want to go door to door. They don't want to pass out flyers. They want everything automated and they want to scale their business. As a business owner, you want to scale your business. You want to make more money so your kids, your wife can have all the things that they want, right? And they can have a better life. So this is generally why selling to AI is so lucrative, especially to local businesses. All the online AI companies are currently targeting online businesses, which for the most part, a lot of them is going to be solution aware of all the solutions in the marketplace. Unless it's something completely game changer, a lot of them have done their research online. With local businesses, they're very not on par with the tech that's currently out there in the market. So it's very easy to sell to local businesses and local contractors. So if you're interested, you could go ahead and sign up under Lead Oracle AI in the description, and you could go ahead and just start selling our AI SEO to contractors. And it's fully on autopilot. Once you set them up and onboard them, you just keep on pushing articles to help you rank your local contractor faster on Google. And I'll catch you in the next video.